check that. 501c3 status? Well, then you are obligated to allow cell towers to be put on your property. 501c3 is what the churches get. If you apply for that status and you have a church, they'll give you money for flat screen TVs, so you can worship Jesus better. And also for other kinds of churches that don't even worship Jesus, you just get your 501c3 and you get money for buildings and flat screen TVs and flyers and pamphlets and holy books, and all you got to do is let them put 5G towers on your church. And everybody knows that non-ionizing radiation poses no threat to living creatures, to people or animals, or trees for that matter. So, it's perfectly safe. We should just put 5G towers on everything. Then everybody can get paid. Yay for America. No, 501c3 is the designation of the bill or whatever that allows churches to get federal funds, matching funds in many cases for things, and just free funds. It's kind of like the earned income credit, I know people that didn't earn any money in the year and they got 3 kids and they get $5,000 in earned income credit for having 3 kids, even though they didn't earn anything that at least went to taxes in that year. I know lots of people who get money like that. Now, when you think about that on the surface, how does the government stay in business when it costs 1,000 times as much to run the government as they make in taxes? It could never be paid. It cannot be paid. The tax burden cannot. It's not that it won't be, or we don't wanna, or we ain't gonna. It can't. It's not possible. Impossible to pay it. Everybody knows that if they pay any attention now. So when you look at it in the light of it's impossible to be paid, what are your taxes paying? They're not paying for jack shit. They're just coming out of your pocket so that you do not have as much money. And it goes into the infinite vacuumed black hole that is called the budget for the government, in which they pay for things like, military bases around the world, and $500 toilet seats for submarines, and $500,000 a year for people that live in Oregon to do their Washington State job that's 15 minutes a week on a computer, so they don't even have to go to Washington. That's why when I hear people complain about immigration and welfare programs, I'm like, F you. There is that what gets spent on money for immigration and shit, and welfare is a pittance compared to what's getting legally sucked right out of the funding for cronies and family members, people whose jobs are doing absolutely nothing, but they have some sort of title with the state, and they're making their $100,000, $200,000, $500,000 a year, literally to do nothing except figure out what they're going to do with their time and spend their money on. Who they're going to manipulate and mess with all their extra money and free time. That's where all the money goes. It goes into the military's bullshit for threats that aren't even real, but we got to make them real. You know what that's called? That's called a protection racket. When there is no real threat, but you got to go out and make the threat real, you're the mafia running a protection racket. That's what our government is. That's what the military is. That's what the police are. In fact, the police are worse because they're out there actively harassing people and trying to start shit in order that they can show that, there's a danger, there's a threat. Look at the threat. Look at the danger and the threat they're making by going around and kidnapping people and imprisoning them and breaking up families and causing all kinds of sadness and sorrow. We're going to destroy the society, make it a shit place to live, and then, you need us to protect you because look how shitty it is around here. Yeah, fuck you, Mr. Policeman. You're a piece of shit. But I digress. Killingsworth. Get your Killingsworth on Killingsworth. There's a lot of killing that needs to be done. Hey, join the army, go out and get your Killingsworth. Or just join the Los Angeles Police Force and get your Killingsworth. Or just become a nurse. Get your Killingsworth. Get your Killingsworth. Well, We're on Lombard now. You notice all the cities in America have the same names of streets? Hey, it's at Old Gold Wing, GL 1000. You got your Killingsworth, you got your Lombard, you got your Cooch, your Burnside, your... you name it. You know, there's a lot of them, but they all got the same names. This guy needs to find the gas pedal.